Alright. Both of our racers counted down. We're off and running. And this should be an interesting one. I think both of these racers pretty evenly matched in terms of skill. Axem has really come far since we first saw her. Axem is an axe. This has been around for a while. Did you not see me lose my shit about this during like the very first showcase?
Oh no, I think I remember that.
Alright, gonna take the glass shovel out of this blood shop and then throw... In fact, no, sorry, ninja stars, and then use them to take care of the blood shopkeeper. Gonna use the glass shovel to... Oh no, wants to preserve the glass shovel. Uses the blood drum, and it's a titanium shovel in the back there. So not what you really want. Oh, this... the lack of... In fact, no, what you do, you go back in. If you really want that, you go back in, you grab your dagger, and then you blood through that. The blast helm's nice, but I don't know if it's nice enough to be killing your 1-2 shot for when it's the only thing in there you really want.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the kill would be worth it in that case.
Alright, this is a lock shop here on this 1-3 though. Which means there's bombs somewhere on the level! Before someone calls me out for that again. But Axem's just going to farm up some gold here and blood drum dig into it. What have we got? Ooh, Ring of Pain is nice, as is leather armor. I think you just buy both of those. Yep, that's exactly what Axem's going to do. So the cutlass with Ring of Pain is pretty sweet.
Yeah, I think from what I recall, Axem is very comfortable with using the cutlass. She really likes that weapon. So
absolutely, plays a lot of Nocturnal low, so a 1 damage cutlass is going to feel right at home for her. And really nice gold kill on Fortissimo 1. Be interesting to see which boss chest she checks here. I think I still probably check black and get a better weapon. Yeah, man, with a 1 damage cutlass, I don't know. I think you should be checking black there.
Or at least keep pain.
Yeah, Ring of Peace is really good, but if you're only running a 1 damage weapon, then yeah, I don't know. It was glass whip. Alright, okie doke.
Oh, never mind in that case.
Yeah, checking purple then is pretty reasonable. Could have checked red, but red is just kind of crap. Because there's just so many things in that pool. But c'est la vie. Axem getting a little bit lost on this 2-2, eventually finds the wall to dig through. KT down onto the Zone 2 boss, and it's Car Rift 2. And it's still running this, well, it's a build, kind of. It's still that gold cutlass and a glass shovel. The glass shovel can be pretty useful.
Gold kill?
Yeah, unfortunately you can't really get them. You 20 minutes ago, peace experience is fine. Yeah, pretty rough. And oh wow, the Zone 2 boss black chest is a titanium whip. So we've seen this a couple of times recently. Just lots of whips out of boss chests, which is not good. It's not good. Alright, Axem now down onto Car Rift 2. KT though, still with this lead, down on a 3-2. And yeah, you have to be careful with those shove monsters. Your Cutlass Parry does not protect against them. Which we all kind of learned the hard way when that weapon first got introduced.
Yeah, those couple of things that the parry doesn't protect against, it definitely sucks when you forget about it.
Yeah, whether it's Clappa Claps or Dragon Fireballs, things like that. It's really rough. Alright, KT with a 2-floor lead here. Oh, there's a Shrine of Peace there for Axem, but no bomb, unfortunately. I think you maybe hunt around a little bit for a bomb. Nope, just gonna jump down the trapdoor. Alright, I don't know, you're at half a heart, your weapon kinda sucks. Go hunt.
KingTorture is a little ahead.
Yeah, but has the blood axe now, so we'll be able to push thanks to infinite damage and has a bit of regen, but it's still not the situation you really want to be in. You have
Well,
Pistos
hopefully
hit it?
this
I don't
one
know,
has-
because you're still going to be running a base dagger through the next 2 floors, Will, which is rough going.
KingTorture opting to keep a golden cutlass over a dagger of frost.
I honestly don't know what I would rather take there. The 2 range is nice, but obviously the frost effect can be super powerful. Oh, there's the free spell. I think now if you're KT, you maybe go back and grab that dagger, actually.
It wasn't the boss.
I was in the boss chest, you're quite right. Sorry. Alright. Axem dropping the multiplier on King
missing out
Konga.
on that option. Floaties. Oh no. Remember when floaties used to be decent?
No. It's too long ago now. Yeah, going back a floor, Ravi. It's fine. Look, if anyone can do it, KT can do it. I believe in KT. Oh, there's an urn here, and if you're Axem, you know what? I'm going down a half a heart, and I'm cracking that bad boy open. Freezes the urn, and then uses the blood magic to crack it open. There you go. Use the transmute on the bow. Oh, it's an obsidian warhammer. It's incredibly powerful.
I'm sorry, could you explain to me what just happened with that urn? Because I haven't seen that before.
Axem blood magic to get down to half a heart, and then use the blood axe to crack it open.
Oh, I see. For some reason, I thought it was something to do with using freeze twice. Because I didn't see how much.
No. The urn didn't get frostbite.
I was very confused.
Yeah, crap on the urn. There you go. There's a transmog here. It's 4-3. There's Shrine of Darkness right there. You take that darkness and you start transmogging like your life depends on it.
Yeah.
Weapon, obsidian, spear, obsidian axe. There you go. There's your weapon. Transmog your shovel. Shovel of strength. That's lovely. Ring of regen.
So
there you go. That's your build. You have your build. It's 4-3. You finally have a build together. It's time to go. If you're KT.
God, that's delicious.
Oh man, if you're Axem, there's Kurt. You'd have to take so much damage for it. But I think at this point, it would have to be Courage Hammer for Axem to win this one, especially considering KT has bombs.
Axem has bombs.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, like they both have bombs, so it's not. That's the only advantage. Would be to have the Courage Hammer instead.
Yeah.
Alright, both of our racers.
Because they're in the same mish area right now.
Yep, Axem just about to crack open the 5-1 exit room. KT through the corridor on 5-2.
Losing a lot of time with this
Try and activate the pain shrine. I mean, there was that. It was a neon warlock. So, I mean, if you have an enemy nearby that's going to be able to do the right amount of damage to you, like you want an enemy that does a heart of damage there because you have the half heart from the obsidian, then I think probably yeah, because these rooms in zone 5 would just be toast. Oh, the blood magic freeze there from KT just to guarantee that he can get out of that exit room. Real nice. And is down on a dead ringer. Axem onto 5-3, so close.
This Warhammer is a lot slower, but
yeah, getting caught in so many enemies, unfortunately. It is the downside of the hammer. But KT now on the Necrodancer fight, and like we spoke about, does have plenty of bombs here. And has that shield scroll as well, so super long shield incoming. Just needs to hope the Necrodancer plays fair. First hit down. Axem on dead ringer.
Does Warhammer mess up Oblivion? No, yes. Yes, it does.
I'm sure there is a way to do Oblivion with Warhammer, but unfortunately that's not it, and down goes Axem.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a way, but I think it involves probably skipping.
You have to take a slightly different route, I believe. It's kind of like the broadsword variation of it. If I'm remembering correctly, I may not be. I generally try and get the hell off a Warhammer and broadsword before I'm on dead ringer.
Just pointing out that KingTorture could have taken a nasty hit from a Blood Nightmare while frozen, but uses Dorian to kill it, which was very nice.
Yep, real nice play from KT there. This Necrodancer's just not cooperating. There we go, there's the final hit. And KingTorture hits the stairs and is going to have a 1-0 lead in this set. If not for the Raider. Yeah, it's the Raider there that really messed things up, unfortunately. KT saying in the race chat, love those whips in the boss chests game. Okay, hand. Alright, race number 2. About to get underway. So Axem and KT going at it again.
Axem opting to take this potion.
Yep, going to spend the bomb early, which is that's fine. There are plenty other chances to get bombs. Yeah. Ideally, you want to pick another one up before you hit your zone 1 boss, just in case it's Core Rift. Like whenever I'm dropping my dagger or just don't have a throwable weapon or using my only bomb early in zone 1, I'm saying it's going to be Core Rift 1. I just know it.
Yeah, of course. It's always Core Rift 1 when you don't have a throwable or a bomb.
Absolutely. Axem looks like going to farm up the gold here for the Shrine of Peace, which is exactly what you want to do. Get yourself that extra heart container. KT thinking about what to do as well. And I imagine, in fact, no, looks like just going to push on ahead and not get the benefits of that extra heart container. Ooh, Axem taking a little nick there from the yellow slime.
Oh, ow. Ouchie. Oh.
Ooh, taking a bunch of hits here is KT in the exit room. Alright, KT gonna check this shop here in 1-3, maybe? No, just waiting for the Minotaur to come down.
Man, don't have enough money for the battle shovel, but enough to grab that leather armor, which is just a nice little cushion.
Yep, Axem stream looking a little bit,
oh, jeez.
a little bit ropey. Seems to have cleared up now.
KingTorture taking a couple of hits from a black skeleton and opting to reset.
Yep, went down to a single heart container, just deciding to reset. It's back onto 1-2, and we'll see if this time around if he's going to hit that peace shrine like Axem did in the previous run. But Axem down on a deep blues 1 here. Yeah, well, that was what I was kind of wondering as well. I think at that point you just hit that trapdoor. It's right there, and it's definitely longer to go to the exit stairs. And then you also run the risk of being hit by whatever's in the exit room. Alright, ooh, Obsidian Heart from the Zone 1 boss Black Chest. That's really, really not what you want to find at all. Of all the harps, it's probably the harp that sucks the most.
There are people who will argue with you, for sure, but...
well,
yeah.
Okay, so like, of the acceptable harps, it's the worst. The worst ones are definitely like base Golden Blood.
Obsidian Heart. I can't remember who it is that likes that weapon. Was it Jack? Jack, did you like Obsidian Heart?
No, Jack was saying previously that Obsidian Harps can be really good if you have the supporting items, such as like a Snowbro. Rat, not quite as good, but still useful. Oh, and bye-bye Leprechaun for Axem, unfortunately.
I think was trying to get the Leprechaun onto the spike trap and didn't realize I was going to move.
Oh, this is a shop. Axem just going to buy the apple and the heart containers, though. Can't get that glass cutlass, unfortunately. Alright, down on the 2-3. KT on 2-1, so not too far behind, and this time managed to find a bomb. Or didn't use his bomb, so has an arc dagger, which is a really, really nice weapon. And I imagine
that is a really nice weapon.
In Axem's situation, you're probably really wanting to check that black chest, but if it's something bad again, then this build is just, it's very incomplete as it stands. Oh, really, really nicely handled car riff there. I was scared. I would have taken a hit there in this car riff fight that Axem just
yeah,
dealt
that was
with.
very nicely executed. Ooh, there we go. That's a weapon.
Yep, much better is that titanium axe, and be interesting to see whether KT swaps with that. Oh, Ring of Courage or Luminous Torch, and KT's going to opt for the Ring of Courage, and that seems like the correct decision here considering he's currently behind.
What did he take courage over? I was looking over.
A Luminous Torch. Luminous Torch is nice, but Ring of Courage is Ring of Courage. Oh, that's a great find for Axem in the Conjurer, getting some chainmail and a Ring of Pain. So this build is, it went from being absolutely just kind of garbage to really good.
Quite
and
nice.
you can beat the game with this.
I mean, you can beat the game with any build, technically.
Well, sure, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Alright, down on a 3-1 is KT, so doing his best to close this gap. Would be real nice if he could find a +1 damage from just somewhere, and then the stagger becomes much better.
It would be really nice if Axem could find some good magic to use from this purple chest, given that her health situation is looking really nice.
Yeah, absolutely, especially with the potion in tow. KT going for shovel there, I think, was just praying for that shovel of strength, unfortunately, to get the +1. And if you're KT here, I think you spend a bomb and then you get one more shovel. I believe that's how much it costs.
Well, it's technically magic, but not really what I was talking about.
It's not reusable, yeah.
Yeah. Still nice, though.
Yep, going to be nice to have that quicker Necrodancer fight. And currently Axem with the +2 damage from the Spike Tears, which is going to be real nice. Good use of the shield tome there by KT on that 3-2 exit room, just to avoid some of those nastier bits of damage. Does take a hit from that elemental there, though. And again, another good shield tome usage. Gets through that 3-3 exit room nice and quick, down onto Conga 3. But Axem now on 4-2.
I think just panicked and loses the headphones.
Yeah, quite possibly. It's not too big of a deal with that Ring of Pain in tow. It's like Ring of Pain, it isn't strictly a +1 damage. It can kind of feel like it at times, but I think the place it really tells is boss fights. Like Death Metal is the one that it really hurts. And oh, that's a perfect shot for Axem. I think you take the chicken there. Okay, just gonna kill for it. Has
late enough in the run. That's not fair, I think.
It's okay. Goes down to 3 bombs, which kind of sucks. But has the axe, so the kill on the mummies isn't too bad. And Ring of Pain doing some work on these Blade Masters here. You can see them taking immediate damage. Oh, gets telemonkeyed!
Thankfully it wasn't too dangerous, just a little bit of a detour.
Axem had enough money to buy the plate mail outright, but wanted the plate mail and the chicken. The plate was 800 and Axem had 804.
Yeah, hopefully we won't see any really amazing Zone 5 shops. Anything. Opting just not to check the chests.
Which is fair at this point. Yeah, you just want to be pushing. Alright, down to 5-1 is Axem. KT, again, doing his best to close this gap and is just about to hit Death Metal 4. And
I wonder how disorienting it is to have the axe sprite when you're not running a axe weapon.
It is something that confuses me as a commentator. I'll say that I'm like, oh, Axem hasn't. No, she doesn't. Alright, gonna check this purple chest here. Heal spell, that's a really, really nice find for Axem as she drops down onto 5-3 via that trapdoor.
Yeah, Axem is very safe at the moment. Lots of health.
Yep, KT on the other hand goes down to the electric zombie, unfortunately, in the 5-1 exit room.
Yeah, at this point, this is Axem's race to lose, so hopefully we'll be seeing her finish it out cleanly.
Yep, should be a pretty simple run to the end here as well. 3 grenades, has the Earth Tomes for Dead Ringer if she wants to use them. Looks like she does. Just gonna Earth against the back wall and then gets the really, really nice Earth, nice and clean. no problem at all. Does drop the beat, so not able to check for any extra bombs out of that red chest. Or
Oh
shield
my
spell or
gosh,
bomb
Dragon's
spell.
red sword.
Yep.
Okay. I was confused by the way she was doing the bombs for a moment.
Alright, first hit on the Necrodancer.
Luring very nicely now. Should be getting this last hit here in just a second.
Yep, Necrodancer gets a little bit away from her. But gonna get the final hit on this lure over here. And Axem gonna take game 2 of the set. So KT unfortunately going down in the exit room of that 5-1. Ultimately the early death there for KT really costing them the reset due to that 1-3 exit room.
Yeah, that.
Alright, both of our racers just getting ready for this third race of the set here. Both now ready. Condorbot's counting them down. And we're off and running in race number 3. So again, the wins split between our racers here. And Axem stream with a little bit of delay. Let me just regenerate that quickly.
Alright, yep. Like you said, it'll be another one where this last race determines the win. So it's anyone's game at this point.
Yep, and as we've seen, they're both pretty evenly matched. Just in that last race, the early mistake costing KT ultimately. But it did really well to push back and was hot on the heels of Axem when she got the victory. And early throwing stars in the seed, which is always nice. Alright, Axem going to use the Minotaur here to open the blood shop. Really nicely done. KT's going to try and do the same, is going to manage to pull it off. And let's have a look inside, see what we have. It's an Obsidian Rapier and a Ring of Charisma. Okay, so it looks like... Okay, so Axem's going to use the throwing stars here. Oh, and dies, jumping straight into the Blood Shopkeeper. KT decided just to buy the Obsidian Rapier. Didn't even want to think about it.
Axem trying to kill the Blood Shopkeeper and going down.
Yep.
Definitely wants that Obsidian Rapier though.
Yeah, and you know, you want to... I can understand wanting to kill for that. Sometimes maybe it's just worth going, the Obsidian Rapier is enough, let's just go. I'll deal with the heart and a half loss.
Yeah, definitely. It's it can be hard to determine when you should just buy the item and when you should try to kill for it, but considering that K2 will be going down onto the boss first, it will be a bit of a time sink.
Absolutely. And now Axem going to be trying to open up the Blood Shopkeeper with the Minotaur again. Oh, that yellow skeleton not doing her any favors and kills the Minotaur. And are we about to see... Okay, not... Okay, yeah, we are seeing the reset there so that Axem can go back and try it again. So, bit of a messy situation
really
there for Axem.
Yeah.
And KingTorture just finishing up with his own one boss, which was King Konga. Gets a Ring of Shielding, not really what you're looking for, but a nice little bit of safety just in case you take a rogue hit. You are down to a heart and a half, so...
Nice amount of bombs, thankfully.
Okay, you can see Katie a little bit timid with this exit room, handles it well enough in the end.
Yeah, Axem might be getting a bit tilted. I know I would be, considering she's had to reset a couple of times over that bloodshot. But I don't know if Axem has trouble with tilt usually.
Yeah, just gonna use the bomb this time round to crack open the bloodshot. And just gonna buys the Ring of Charisma and the Obsidian Rapier. That's the thing to do. It's the one criticism I would make of what
true.
KT did, was just straight up buying the Rapier. You can buy the Ring of Charisma and then buy the Rapier, and it's exactly the same blood cost, and you get a ring that you can either transmog or you get cheap stuff from shops, which is
I think
useful.
probably the most sorry, Ring of Charisma by itself isn't one of the most useful items, but definitely having a ring slot that you can use to transmute later is very valuable.
Exactly. And you know, the longer your shopkeeper's alive, the better value you're getting from it as well. And what it does mean is picking up your boss gold is even more crucial, which you should be doing anyway until like the Zone 4 boss, and you don't take that. But yeah, you definitely pick up 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, it was a free take, so you should do it.
Yeah, exactly. It's free, so might as well.
Alright, Axem Stream having a couple more issues here in terms of buffering. There we go. Cleaned up now, and didn't drop the multiplier on Zone 1 boss. Gonna check red, I think saw that it was a Ring of Shielding for KingTorture. Gets a coupon, so not the most useful thing in the world, but
especially considering she already has Charisma.
Yeah, exactly, so shop's already super cheap. But it does only have 400 gold, so maybe find something that's a little bit out of her price range. Is also playing pretty timid here. Could have had the lunge on that Minotaur, but decided against it. And it
do we know what ring KingTorture is running from that uncertainty?
Let's see if we can find out. Gonna eat the cheese. It's not Frost, it's not War. Oh, there's a weapon for KT. Is he gonna take the axe instead? Yep, gonna run the titanium axe instead. Eats the apple, picks back up the throwing stars, and that is a very, very nice build now for
both of those
KT.
weapons are very nice, but I can definitely understand taking the titanium.
Is it Frost Ring?
Is it?
I haven't seen KT hit an enemy with more than. Yep, it is Ring of Frost. I've seen a couple of Rings of Frost from Shrine of Uncertainty in the last kind of week or so, which I know has absolutely, you know, the game hasn't changed or anything, but it's always funny to see that. Alright, good use of the throwing stars from Axem on this death metal fight. Oh, use the fear, there you go. Okay, KT recognizing you could use the fear scroll to fear the shopkeeper out of the shop, and gets
That's always really nice when you find a fear scroll in a shop you want.
Yep, manages to fear the shopkeeper out and get the Shovel of Courage, and has a torch as well, which is the key thing.
Taking the spiked ears for a little bit of extra damage. Not necessarily needing it, considering he has the Frost Ring and a titanium axe, but
yeah, you do only have the 2 damage though, so it does make sense to take it. Axem didn't find the axe and dies in the shop, just miscalculating damage. It looks like didn't notice that she dropped her multiplier.
Yeah, I was wondering. She's probably definitely tilted at this point.
I would say so. Yeah, you could see from
taking a second to reset.
You can see from how timid her play was, throughout that run, and unfortunately going down in that Zone 3 shop. So KingTorture now on 4-1.
Going to continue running, thankfully. It's always nice when you continue running, even if you're not having a great time. It's very respectful to the other player. It's appreciated.
I mean, you can do one of 2 things. You can either continue running, or you just sit at like the seed entry screen or beside the stairs. Like, either is fine. You know, sometimes you gotta give yourself a break.
Oh, absolutely. It's just, I can respect it a lot when you continue to run. Because I know how hard it can be.
Alright, KT down onto 4-2, and I mean, it does only have the 3 hearts. The chainmail armor's nice, but there's a lot of things that hit for a lot of damage in Zone 4 and 5. In Zone 4 especially, I mean, Harpies deal a heart and a half.
A lot of things deal a heart and a half once you get past the early zones, I think.
Alright, down on a 4-3 goes KT. Axem gonna buy the Ring of Charisma and the Obsidian Rapier again.
Haven't been seeing a lot of use out of this pulse spell. I forgot KT had it until I saw him use it just now.
Can be pretty tricky to use.
Can be a very tricky spell to use. It is hard to judge the diagonals.
But doing well is KT to keep these spiked headphones. I'm just going out of the way to take care of that spare. Just like, no. I'm not risking anything. And there's absolutely no point to either.
No
has a
reason
huge
to.
lead at this point.
Significant lead. Playing safely is definitely a good call.
Alright, nice clean exit room there from KT. Gonna check the 4-3 shop. I think you take the Ring of Might there. Yeah, you take the Ring of Might and you no longer have to worry about if you break your headphones or not. So 5 damage currently for KingTorture. Just going to take care of these Blade Masters first. Again, there's no real pressure coming from behind currently, just because the lead is quite so big. If you're past zone 4 and your opponent is not, then your lead is probably about 1.5 times to 2 times as big as you think it is, because zone 4 is just so long.
It is a very long zone.
It's not
It
like
would be
you can.
interesting to run some statistics to see, like, generally how long each zone takes for races.
I would probably estimate that zone 4 takes, well, on average, probably about 90 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, like, definitely we can estimate, but it would be cool to see some numbers as far as the... Is this a potion? Yep.
I'm gonna grab the potion. Axem, I'm gonna get the same Ring of Frost that the KT had up until that 4-3 shop. Gonna check the 5-2 shop. Nothing really doing in there once the fireballs over the pulse tomes.
I didn't know
that's
pulse tome was so cheap.
Yep, all the tomes are ridiculously cheap. It's kind of silly, actually, that they are quite as cheap as they are, considering how powerful they are.
Well, I mean, I think it's good to have some, like, cheap, powerful items, because, you know, they are consumables, so...
Sure, but they're probably too strong for their actual cost.
Well, I mean, so is leaping, I guess.
Oh yeah, well, again, yeah, leaping is absolutely way too cheap, considering at this point we all know how to use it. Alright. Katie, a little bit timid there, didn't quite realise had enough damage to take out the Minotaur in one fell swoop, but does take care of it. Down onto Dead Ringer. Gonna do an Oblivion strat here. Is gonna have to drop the multiplier up at the top.
Oh, right there.
Yep,
okay.
does so. There go those spiked earphones, but they did their bit. Down onto the Necrodancer fight is KT and has 10 bombs, so not wanting for bombs whatsoever. And it should be pretty simple as well. Has the potion just in case and has that Cursed Heart.
If only you could bomb the Necrodancer.
If only. Just increase bomb RNG
increase
to
RNG,
almost conductor levels of absurdity. Alright, KT with 3 hits down, 3 to go. Just the 2 left. Axem doing well on the run back down on a 3-3, but ultimately when you die that late, it's a huge ask. Really, you are relying on your opponent dying, and didn't happen in this situation.
Effort, but...
Yep, absolutely. But KT going to pick up the 3rd win in this set here. So GG's to him, GG's to Axem as well, picking up a point here. Valuable points all around for both of our racers, and we're going to move right on. Oh, my browser is not happy at the moment. There we go. Gonna move right on to the next race here of Rat Racing versus Yami Rames. Not quite schedule time, but so hopefully both of our racers are around and ready to go. But that's gonna do it for co-commentary for Madoka. Madoka, thank you for being in the booth.